Hello everybody, welcome to the video on what's happening in the business world when you were sleeping last night. Foxconn, the largest contract manufacturing company in the world, has announced that it's going to invest $170 million in an EV company, Lordstown Motors. Well, this particular business news has a lot of associated learnings, and in this video, we are going to uncover two such learnings. By the way, if you like this video or if you like this series, please press on the like button and also subscribe to the channel. It will help us reach out to more people. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's get started with the first learning, the impact of policies on this sector. European Union late last month has announced that from 2035, it would allow only the sales of electric vehicles, no more combustion engines. That's huge. And a few activist groups are also highlighting the fact that 2035 is too late. They want this policy to be implemented at a much earlier date. On top of that, US Senate is currently working through a few policy updates that makes EV car purchase even more attractive. These kind of favorable policy changes would not only help the consumers but also help the investors, right? And that's the reason why Foxconn is increasing its stake in Lordstown Motors. The second thing which I also want to highlight is about the Lordstown Motor company itself. This particular EV company is one of the few EV companies last year which debuted on stock markets through the SPAC merger. What is a SPAC merger? SPAC stands for Special Purpose Acquisition Company. Imagine a company on stock market which has absolutely no operating revenues, costs, products, whatever it is, right? It's a blank check company. Now, this kind of companies are not legal or they are not present in Indian context, but they are present on the US stock markets. Now, why would US stock markets allow this thing to happen, right? These SPAC companies have mandates that they need to go and acquire a private company in 18 to 24 months of its stock market debut. Once this particular company is on board, let's say for example Lordstown Motors is on board and is merged with a SPAC company, then the overall company entity would itself change and the stock market ticker would also change and it would be now Lordstown Motors. Now Lordstown Motors, instead of going and debuting directly in the stock market through an IPO, why would they go through this SPAC process? Couple of reasons. Number one is that it's extremely expensive to actually go and debut through an IPO route, and this particular SPAC is an alternate route which is significantly less expensive. The second reason is about, even though it is expensive, it's still very uncertain if a particular company can get its IPO out there versus not. The market conditions, if they are not too favorable, they would definitely not go into the IPO phase. For example, PharmEasy has withdrawn their IPO rights right now. Now the question is, could PharmEasy have had this kind of a SPAC merger in place if it was allowed in India? On the other hand, Zoom Cars, which is a car sharing platform in India, has highlighted that it's going to debut in the US stock market through this kind of a SPAC merger. I'm also attaching a report from PwC which is mentioning that this SPAC mergers is actually increasing in popularity in the US right now, and there is a case that hey, this should also be debuted in the Indian stock markets. I hope you got at least a fair amount of understanding of what special purpose acquisition companies are, their purposes, their particular advantages of going through this route, along with understanding the industry itself. Hope this video is helpful, guys. If you want me to make more such videos and in-depth videos as well, please do let me know in the comments box and I will take a shot at it. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.